Assalamualaikum, greetings and peace be upon you. Welcome again to our Bapa Kau Vodcast series brought to you by Bapahebat SG. This program is sponsored by Center for Leadership Forum and supported by Yayasan Mendaki. We are here at Studio 5 Spaces and today we have two esteemed guests. They are actually husband and wife writing team and sex educators. Their first book, which is called Tranquil Hearts, A Guide to Marriage, was published by Mois and Darul Alqam in 1998. It was co-written with Fatima Yunus. The second book, Sex, Soul and Islam, was published by Claritas Books in 2023. This book was awarded Wardah Books Reader's Choice in 2023, and in 2024, Sex, Soul and Islam had a sold-out session at the renowned Bradford Literature Festival in UK. So, what are they doing now? They are currently focusing on sex education talks for couples and parents locally and overseas. They travel to UK, other places to conduct their seminars and workshops. Now, prior to that, I will tell you more about our two esteemed guests shortly. But first, let us introduce them to our show. They are Mr. Osman Siddiq and Madam Enon Manso. Mr. Osman, Madam Enon, thank you for coming. Welcome to the show.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Prior to do writing, Mr. Osman was an architect, an activist in Darul Arqam, and he had taught Islam to new Muslims and non-Muslims. Both of them are also speakers for marriage guidance courses. Madam Enon, prior to writing, what were you doing?
I am a social worker in terms of my training. I got my basic degree and master in social work from NUS, and I am still a social worker and a counsellor. Had always been. So no prior.
Will always be.
Will always be, insyaAllah. Yeah.
How many years have you been doing this?
I think more than 35 years. Yeah, it's something that I, alhamdulillah, enjoy and have a lot of motivation doing it now, even now.
Okay. Yeah. Let me depose Mr. Osman for depose. Before you jump into writing, you were an architect. What made you decide to switch? Because it's like, a totally different career.
Actually, even when I was working full time as an architect, I was teaching, and also be in the course of teaching marriage education to converts and also some to the Muslim public. We noticed an issue with regards to exploitation or the abuse of hadith and the religion to promote a particular interpretation of sexual practices, which basically is male serving, patriarchal and things like that. And we feel that it's such a waste that our religion has given us so much guidance, and yet people are actually abusing it, misquoting it, and then some is by laymen, some are by religious teachers, and we feel that there is a need to correct this perception. And so throughout my career as an architect, actually I've been taking time at night and during the weekend to write this book. Part of it is from experience teaching, part of it also is from her cases when she comes home and she asks my opinion about men. Usually men say this and then they bring Hadi, so on and so forth. So we at home we always get worked up, and we have been wanting to write this book until one day I gave up. I thought I don't have the necessary IQ to do it and also to write that. And when I reached that age of about 50, we did our calculations and we felt that, okay, we can survive. And then she could go back to work, and we decided, I can't do this, I can do two of this, I had to stop one. So I decided to stop my career and focus on writing.
Yeah.
So did you regret your decision?
No, there's no regrets.
Yeah. So I find Osman to be rather philosophical, and he is a very good writer. So as a family, we made a decision about 15 years ago that I will go back working full time, and that he will stop work to write full time. And it was perfectly fine with us because Alhamdulillah, financially we sorted out all our expenses, our debts, no more
settled
debts.
all our debts and
Yeah. So the only issue that we had is his mother, my mother-in-law, and then the sibling who was unhappy that he was not working and that I'm supporting the family. Although I always assure them that we have enough financial wealth together that can.
But they were not
manage
unhappy
us.
with her. They were unhappy with me for not supporting her.
For not being
even
the
though they
man.
are my siblings and my.
Yeah.
So you were actually doing well as an architect. You were very well as an architect.
Well enough to settle all our debts, and at age of 50, we actually have no.
Housing loan, no loans.
No, nothing to
Debt-free
worry about lah.
Yeah.
All we need is more money to enjoy.
Yeah.
So that's what we.
Okay,
did that,
great, fantastic. I mean, I would summarize it as, you give up something to do something that you have passion in, and I mean, just by talking and listening to you, I can see that both of you are individuals with very strong character.
Yep.
Very focused, very resilient, I would say. Yeah. Now, today's show, we want to talk about your
Bapa aku.
father. Yeah, because the theme for today's the theme for this podcast series is called Ayahku, right?
Yeah.
Which is my father. So we're going to talk about your respective father, okay? What they did to produce someone who is strong, independent, resilient, focused, who has achieved certain status in life, is able to write books, write publications, We want to know more about that, because in life, we want to see if the foundation that has been built in your early years, how they shaped you as a person then, and how they shape you as a person now. Maybe we can share about that. Right. Now, since there are two of you, we have to talk about two
Separate.
individual fathers here. Shall we let the ladies go first?
Okay.
Ladies go first, right? Tell us more about your childhood and growing up years. That means how many siblings you have, where did you stay, where did you grow up, and what was your father doing, your parents rather,
Okay, I grew up in a kampung called Radin Mas. The place is still there, but no longer the kampung. And I would say that I grew up in a poor family because my dad is a cleaner, and he took multiple jobs in order to support the family. So I remember that in the morning he will he's a HDB cleaner, then he come back about 12, then he will go back to do other contract job. He was even going to the harbour to become a coolie and take things, and later he become a handyman. So he does quite a lot of job and growing up is really a poor family, because I remember that our electricity bill will be cut off. And then I remember he always called me, he will buy a television, and then a few months later it be taken away because he cannot afford to pay. And then he would tell me, it's because we're going to get a new model which is better, but I guess that he just doesn't pay. So growing up was it was very tough, but I think
how many of you?
I'm the only child, and
you're the only child.
I'm the only child, and actually I'm also adopted from a Chinese family.
Okay.
When I was a baby by my mom and dad, but I never felt adopted because I was very much loved. You asked me that about the influence of my dad, I would say my mom influenced more. Okay, unfortunately, because my mom is a very strong woman who grew up during the wars, World War II, and then she married my father is like her third husband. She married and divorced two early husbands because they were abusing her. So she was very strong, and that shaped who I am. I was very strong, very dominant in my personality, and accepted that is what I am. And thank goodness somebody also accepted me and can be more dominant. Yeah.
Has to be a two-way kind of a deal, you know?
And it takes a strong man to handle a woman who's dominant. And Osman has this perception that he's very compliant, but he is not.
You were adopted from a Chinese family?
Yes.
Totally Chinese family?
Totally Chinese family.
So, when you were a baby?
Yes.
When did you know that your late father is not your biological father?
I had known this when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I have always known because I was able to read and I saw this adoption cert. And I know that I always have two names. I have my Muslim name and then I have alias a Chinese name. But my dad told me that...
What was your Chinese name?
Lim Guek Ngong.
Lim
Guek Ngong.
Lim Guek Ngong.
Yeah. So one of the question that you asked later is that one of my strong image about my dad is how he protects me. There was one time when I was I think about 8-9 years old and we went to ngaji, and then one of this guy called me mata sipit, which is true lah. So I just told my dad, my dad, this guy called me sipit. Wow. Then he go and bring me and confront the guy, and say like, you ever do that again, I will slap you and throw you into the canal.
Your late father, is he fair skin or?
He's dark. Both of them are dark skinned. They
Malay
don't look like me. They are typical Malay.
Yeah, we will see the photos in the video later. So, from the time when you were brought into your family,
family.
Until the time you realize, maybe at the age of 11 or at the age of 16, maybe, and you realize that you are not their biological child, did you feel anything different towards your father, especially?
No,
or your mother?
I never see them as my adopted parents at all.
Okay.
I never. Osman has tried to pursue me to find my real family in case they are millionaires. I said no, don't want, no thanks.
Tanta tycoon ke?
Yeah, maybe they are from the Gotong family or not the patriarch. You could be owning a Genting Highlands.
She was given away at age 4.
4 months.
4 months. So there's no like conscience of their previous.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and my parents don't treat me like the adopted child. To them, I'm their child. Yeah, so no identity issue, no crisis.
I think if not for the cert,
I wouldn't know.
Would have been natural child.
Do you think they had wanted to keep this a secret?
Knowing my mom,
indefinitely?
she would want to, because she thought that I will want to look for my
Insecure lah.
parents and be insecure about it. Yeah.
Your mom is still around?
No, both of them passed
Both
away.
of them passed away, okay.
But after that confrontation that she told me that don't become a Chinese, then that's it. Nothing else was ever discussed about this topic.
Let's go to Mr. Osman. Mr. Osman, you have a much bigger family, right? I heard.
Yeah. 8 of us. One passed away.
You are number?
I'm number 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that note, I would like to thank our esteemed guest, Madam Enon Manso, also known as Madam Lim.
Great Ngo.
She's so freely, Okay, she's so
Tycoon
candid
punya,
about it.
tycoon, Hong Kong tycoon punya
Hong Kong
anak.
tycoon, okay. And and her husband, Mr. Osman Sidi, they are both authors of the book. The latest book is called Sex, Soul and Islam. We thank them for spending their time with us today to share about their stories, the anecdotes of their growing up years, and particularly how their respective fathers shaped their life and made what they are today.
Yeah.